I finished the episode 10 seconds ago. I am devastated in a weird way. I'm not going to take multiple videos. I'm just going to go straight through. Because it's just... I've never seen anything like that in my life. That was amazing. 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 I'm like tearing up how good it was. There's so much to unpack. I thought she was gonna be fine, and then but when Grey Worm threw the shackle, the collar in the fire, I was like, there it is. Before it all happened. First of all, the people that make this show are absolutely amazing. Because just think of how much work went into that. That's insane, the amount of people involved that have to make that happen. And how amazing of a story this is. Amazing story. And whether or not, like, this is turning out the way you thought, because it's not for me. Clearly, as I'm crying after the episode. I didn't cry at all during the episode. Which has been abnormal this season. I've actually cried a couple times. That's so overwhelmingly amazing of a story, because we have the arcs where it's just like you have the point A to point B with the bell curve, like with Jaime, with Cersei, with Daenerys, with Arya, with everyone, with all of them. But you see this and you think that they're going up to the plateau and they're there. And then you're seeing them reverse engineer themselves so quickly. And David Weiss and Bainoff they are tying things together so well. There are so many throwback quotes when people are wrapping things up, like when Cersei and Jaime are about to die. Obviously, I assume that they are dead. They got crushed to death. It's us. It's always us. That's only us. Nothing else matters. That's been a running thing between them. The connection that Arya has with Jon when she's getting trampled like he did in Battle of the Bastards. And the fighting, and obviously her connection with the Mountain, and their throwback with his death they circled back to the Viper episode when what's his nuts got his eyes, he got his head crushed. And then just the purity of this episode is that at the end of the day, power corrupts absolutely, or absolute power corrupts absolutely, and that everybody reverts to what they are in their last moments. Like, you saw it in Cersei, and you saw it at the end, that she was so desperate that she thought, she believed it till the end, until they were right there, and all of a sudden she turned. She's like, I want my child to live. And that's who Cersei is at her core, is that she's a mother. And a mother that would have done anything for her children. And Jaime was 100% right earlier in the episode, saying, when Tyrion had said she has a reason to not fight, basically, because of the child. And Jaime's like, the child is the reason why she will fight to the death. 100%. 100% true. Daenerys is... It's not that I didn't think she was capable. I think it's just one of those things where you kind of... you figure it's going to happen, and you think, you're like, yeah, this is probably going to happen. But then when you actually see it, and the devastation of that type of decision that decision had, It's amazing. Amazing storytelling. And Daenerys is my favorite TV character of all time, bar none. But to see this, I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at what's happening because I think this is so well done. And at the end of the day, there are going to be people saying, well, this looks bad on her. This is a bad way to portray women by turning. I think it's a good thing to portray women like this because at the end of the day, we're no different. We are no different from anyone here. Everybody is capable of going over the edge. Everyone is. Male, female, whatever. Everyone is capable. And to think that from what she experienced and to think that she is somehow exempt from that just because she's that's complete and utter BS. And this is art. This is a story. And we all learned very early on, or at least most of us did when we started watching this 10 years ago almost, is that no one is safe and no one is ultimately good and no one is ultimately evil. Because at the end of the day, we all thought at the beginning that Daenerys was good. And she is good in many ways, but she's clearly making decisions that portray her in an evil light. And Cersei and Jaime have had kind of separating storylines, separating where she started to go down, he went up, but they ended up at the same place at the same time, and they're two people in love. That's what it is. And that's what the core of this is. And I'm just so impressed. I'm so devastated to watch that. I'm not going to go on any social media tonight because I don't think I could handle it. I really don't. But if I do, it's merely because I need, to be uplifted right now. Because that was so devastating of a episode just from the carnage standpoint. It's so overwhelming. And I've never felt that way. I'm usually blood and guts. I'm like, whatever, who cares? And people are going to make fun of me because I'm crying. But I don't care. I've spent a lot of time with these people and these characters, so that was a lot. Oh. Anyways, make sure we are taping a new episode of Judd's Hockey Show tomorrow and other news. So make sure you guys tune into that and make sure to podcast Score North Sundays. And we have one episode to go, man. Holy hell. What a time. What a show. Peace.